All right. Here's my assessment of Cyberpunk 2077. As of playing it for a couple hours, I just purchased it last night, and I wanted to because I have a base. Well, I'm not a base PS4, but I have the original PS4, and I installed a 1 terabyte SSD a year ago, and I didn't really see any reviews or. We'll just walk around the city here. This is just having a talk about the game. I'm not going to waste too much of your time. But if you have an original PS4 and you wanted to know how it runs with an SSD as of 2 or 3 hours in, about 3 hours in the game, then this is my subjective opinion on what I'm seeing so far. Now, to give myself a little background, in me, I'm not a big tech guy, so you're gonna be, I'll probably have cringeworthy levels of wrong usage of words and things like that. If you can get around that, then fine, cool. If this helps you out, that's great too. I hope it helps somebody out. But my preliminary view of it right now, as it stands, without wasting any more of your time, is wait on the game. If you don't absolutely love the Cyberpunk 2077 world, and you really can't overlook some glaring problems and things, quality of life issues, along with visual inconsistencies and things that kind of bug out and annoy you, then I would say wait 6 months, maybe even a year, maybe next year Christmas. It should hopefully be fixed by then, or at least to a point where it's a smoother experience overall. So that's my preliminary. It's not going to change because I've already played. I mean, my experience it had issues, whereas if I couldn't overlook that, it would irritate me, because you don't want to spend $60 on a game and then have it be annoying, basically. But what I'm seeing so far with original PS4 SSD is that it's playable, but it's not smooth. I would say it's similar to this. Now, granted, like I said before, this is 3 hours in, limited technical experience on my end. But one thing I will tell you is when you look at the world around here, it looks nice. There's a lot of cool things to see. There's a good game here. Now, if they can fix it, that would be great. If not, I mean, it'll be a big bummer. But I think they can probably get it to a point where it's playable. So I would wait on it. That's my suggestion. Wait 6 months to a year. Wait for updates. Wait for other channels to give you their reviews for updates that come in the future. And if you want me to do it, you can always send me a message on the channel here, and I'll get around to doing it if that's what people want. But I'm not much of a review channel, really. I'm just a commentary idiot. That's basically my wheelhouse. But all right, right off the bat, what you're going to notice is this is more of the review section. Now, the disclaimer's out of the way in the beginning there, but the level of fuzziness is very apparent in this game. Now, the weird thing is that if you're panning super slowly, like this, like panning slow like this, or walking, things come into focus more. As you can see, look at the sign there. If you look on the sign on the left, I'll start walking. It's out of focus right now. It's going in and out of focus. You walk forward a little bit. Oh, what do you know? So it starts coming into focus. Very weird. I don't know if that's intended. I don't know if that's a cyberpunk thing. I don't know. It's obnoxious and it's everywhere. I would say it's akin to like the difference between having astigmatism and wearing your glasses. If you wear glasses for astigmatism in your eye, which I do, it's a similar feeling to not having your glasses on, just looking around, and then when you walk, everything kind of comes into focus. Or I guess a better analogy would be it's the difference between component cables and just a regular red, yellow, and white, like your analog plugins or whatever to the TV. Difference between component cables and just the regular plugins from the PlayStation 3 days. So that's the first thing you're going to notice. The next thing that irritated me is that when you save your game, let's look at our settings here. None of these settings stay. Like when you save your game, you come back into your world. Like this is what I noticed. It doesn't save any of these settings. Like none of your master volumes, none of your control settings are saved. Like all this stuff reverts back to default immediately. So that's annoying. You got to go and retool everything. This makes a big difference because if you are going to stream it, and where is the sound? Disable copyrighted music. That's the big one that's going to fuck people over. You got to make sure that you want to disable that if you're going to stream it or make videos and put it on YouTube. You don't want to get claimed. So make sure that if you can look past the glaring issues, that you go into your settings and make sure that they stay the same. I would just check it in every playthrough, to be quite honest. Missions are bugged. There are some missions. The first one, the very first mission, when you actually get into the city and you're sort of pseudo on your own, you have this mission where you have to talk to this guy named Victor. And I'm not playing any gameplay because I don't want to give any spoilers away if people really want to experience it. That's why I'm just walking around the city. But your first mission, you can't progress it through. You just have to keep talking to him, and it wants you to pay him for his services, and it won't let you do anything unless you save your game, exit out, go back to the main menu, and then reload your save point. That's annoying. I'm seeing that's probably going to be a thing that's going to happen a lot. So that's going to be annoying. The visual issues, there are frame rate drops when you're in action occasionally. I'm noticing when I saw the videos for the base PS4, it's really bad. The SSD, it's a lot better. I would say it's twice as good, which I guess would hold suit for the SSD being a better way to process information. Makes it quicker, so it's able to obtain the information. Load times are better. They're not that bad. I would say it's a pretty mediocre visual experience. There are cool elements, like, the design choices. If you really, really like the Cyberpunk world, you can get some value out of this playing right now. What I'm saying is that if you're patient, the patience will pay off. Hopefully, they will fix this game to a point, because not everybody's going to be able to afford to buy a PS5 or even find one, or put together a high-end PC. So you got to play what you got to play. There's still 100 million PS4s out there that are in current use. So this is predominantly the way people are going to play. I would say if you can put an SSD in your PS4, I would suggest doing it. If there's really no other way, you can probably find some good sales right now. But in summary, the visuals are blurry. There's a lot of texture issues, like you see there. It doesn't really look that great. The frame rate is anywhere from 20 to 30. It doesn't go above 30, that's for sure, on the PS4 with an SSD, and it's not going to. So I wouldn't expect that. You're going to get the regular 30 frames per second at best experience with this game, and missions are bugged. You have to reload save points, and I would say wait. My preliminary thought is, now being this is my subjective opinion, is to wait. Just wait 6 months, see what they do with the updates, and go from there. I thank you for your time, and hopefully I catch you out in the gaming sphere. So